the 5th of August, 2019, about 9:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm a little later than normal because I wanted to hear the president speak about the shootings that took place over the past week and see if he took any questions, which he did not. So nothing new to report there. As you can see, this war with China is taking a toll. You're breaking down stock indices. You're creating a rush into bonds, notes, the Japanese yen, the typical safe havens. Bitcoin is getting a bit of a bid here as well. So what is going on? Well, the Conference Board and Positives came out with a trend index of 110.98. The prior month was revised to 109.30 from 109.51, so that's an up move. ISM manufacturing data came in weaker, 53.7 versus expected 55.7. Business activity fell rather sharply to 53.1 from 58.2. New prices down a little bit. Order index down a little bit as well. But manufacturing employment, and we've seen that, it's holding on. Market groups, China PMI slid to 51.6. That's the lowest since February 2019, down a fraction from June. Under 50 would be where you'd see the contraction. Central Bank today of China said that even though they have seen the renminbi, commonly called the yuan, get up and over 7, it's not their doing. The real question is they didn't step in to stop it. Now, if you go back, you've been over 8 in that, but what happens is that currency falls, it does counter to a good degree the new tariffs that the president is threatening to put on come September 1st. Reuters reported that China's government asked state-run firms to halt imports, and yet we are hearing completely the opposite from China. So I don't know which is true, because if you read this, the state planner says that they've bought grains, they intend on buying more, so I don't know what's true there. If you stop and read this, and you can pause, you get an idea of the size of the grains in the U.S. that some are looking for. Economic Eurozone data, 53.2 on the July services PMI versus an estimated 53.3, so down a little bit, but their composite PMI hit the right number. Australia has a real problem in that it only has 57 net days of workable oil on hand. It has met with the United States asking if the U.S. would release some of our energy reserves to them. In return, they will put a warship there to join our allies and us. Why wouldn't we do that? It's right on China's doorstep. Let's help them. U.S. Treasury yields fell to 1.762. That's the 10-year yield this morning. I was just talking about 1.775. We're through that. The 10-year Bund, give them the money for 10 years, you get less back by 0.518%. And the 10-year gilt hit a record low yield of 0.492. There's no interest rates, which means as world stock markets fall, which they're doing, and we've seen this before, this is nothing new. It's a question of when traders decide risk-on mentality comes back. Russia's ag ministry reported today a case of African swine fever right on the Russian-Chinese border. You know, I told you that this thing's not being controlled, and I don't think I'm amiss on that at all. Let's take a look at what we've got here. You know, one of the things that is cool is if you sit here, one of the things the Chicago Mercantile Exchange does is it has put together a booklet, which we have in our futures trading kit, of 25 proven option strategies. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because we're in the dog days of summer. This is when people start moving away. You get in Europe, you know, it's traditional that in certain countries the month of August is holiday. You're getting that now. So you start looking at some of these different strategies that the Merc has put out, and if you have an idea you want to be bullish, bearish, well, can you cut down the risk to a degree by working with strategies that are what they like to call proven? And the answer is, well, I guess you can. How do you go about it? Give us a call at 866-973-2077. You can also go to our website at www.iraepstein.com. When you get there, you're going to see our listing of free offers. Click on any of the carousel there and away you go. As I've said, we are building a new website, so the look of the website is probably going to change ideally later this week. We think it'll be easier for you to get around and how you work. But again, all our offerings right there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day.